Hi Taurus, welcome to your reading for the week beginning the 1st of June 2025. Well, the energy around your reading is of the Knight of Pentacles, and this can mean your divine counterpart, but it also represents that part of yourself that is to do with your career and focus on your material wealth, but also creativity and what you're going to bring into your life. It also represents your wild, free self. And how you can find your path to do with what you're truly here for. So let's have a look at the rest of the reading. The King of Pentacles is also reflected here with the Knight of Pentacles and the Magician, and it's about new beginnings to do with continuing on the path. To do with what you came to Earth to do. The Magician is about you having a role of service and being here to help, well, people specifically in this, but it can be the Earth and other creatures, and to do with communication and groups. You are stepping into more of a leadership position and probably starting to get organized, or you may have already started creating this. It could be a continuation of the path towards success. So the Ace of Pentacles is success, and specifically here, next to the Seven of Pentacles, it's about your skill and knowledge and expanding on that. And you will probably be working very hard, but it's quite easy because this is to do with your knowledge and what you're here for. It does have the Page of Swords next to it, which is about your analytical skills. It can be modern technology, and so this could be talking about doing something to do with being on the internet, and people and things coming in, possibly even from the past, to help you in some way. It can be knowledge as well. So it is extremely positive, and you're being asked to listen to your intuition with this, and listen, and that your psychic ability is growing, especially if you meditate. The Four of Swords for me is meditation, rest, and recovery or recuperation. But really, when it comes up next to the High Priestess, it's encouraging you to follow a spiritual path. Spirituality isn't boring. It's about being able to manifest what you want, which is also represented here by the Ten of Cups. This is achieving your wishes and hopes and dreams. So these are extremely positive cards. This is in the line of karma. So these are the gifts that you've been given, and they're growing now. You, like everyone, are going through transformation, and these are final endings to do with old ways of thinking that may have been told to you when you're a child, or that we receive through the media, or society, and not looking at the negatives anymore, turning around and seeing what you have. And gratitude is a very important part of the Five of Cups. It's about being grateful. When we're grateful, we attract more and more of what we want. And this is going back to planting seeds for the long-term future that are what you want. So you don't want this. It's also, if you stay in a way of being that you're not happy with, then that could be here for a long term as well. So it's about clearing all of this. But this is the very near future and indicating that you are planting these seeds of what you want. This is quite a good love reading, actually, because we have the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles, which is their divine counterparts. But this is the card of marriage proposal and marriage. These days, not everyone gets married, but that is the traditional interpretation of those cards. So if you're looking for love, this would be something that is very positive. It's a very positive new beginning. It's about having hope and goals towards that, and some sort of golden opportunity. These are people on your path, and you may be having to juggle situations, social situations, to do with family, and so that you can bring in these new things around career. It's indicates very positive family relationships, balance, and people around your home. And there could be sudden opportunities for travel, short trips away, travel by road. This can be travel to Europe or within Europe, and a passion for nature. Animals are here too. So this is a love of animals and nature, or a need for more of a connection in that way. So it is time to get organized, to get everything back to basics, routine, and structure in your life. And judgment is, these are final tests. So if you can get through this, which you can, I know you can, then you step more onto your path of what you're here for and listen to the truth of what you truly want to do around your career. The Devil is the card of Capricorn. This is what I was talking about a little bit before with the King of Pentacles. The Devil is about freedom. These people feel chained to an addiction or a way of thinking or some sort of thing in their life that they feel like they can't escape, but they can. They can just slip these chains off. And this is talking about great victory over these difficulties. The devil, of course, is fear. And whenever we start something new, often fear comes up and feels like a block, but there are various ways of dealing with that. It's again, we're talking about meditation here, but also things like affirmations and visualization. This is travel, coming and going. Some of you will be traveling, and traveling, some of you seem to be traveling for work or career, but also to do with family and flights. There may be someone accompanying you, but this is really a new opportunity around your career and work that you work very hard for, but brings about success. There's a bit of a pause here, but success quite quickly. Joy. This is fun around your work, connecting with people who are light. The High Priestess and the Four of Swords, as I was saying, are spiritual cards to do with meditation. This is groups. So you may be joining a group, a meditational group or yoga, or because also we have this Page of Swords, and the Page of Swords is modern technology. It may not be close to you. I'm part of an Akashic group and also a meditational group that's online. I'm in Australia, but most of those people are in the US and the UK. So it's about connecting in whatever way you feel drawn. You have to listen to your own intuition about this, and this could be bringing new people into your life and could lead to travel as well. So that's pretty exciting. This is about honing your skill again, to do with your psychic abilities and your ability to know for yourself. So this is long-term new beginnings to do with what you came here to do. That's the big emotional lesson. You have more ability than you realize, and this ability is not just to do with this lifetime. It's to do with past lifetimes. It's to do with what you came in with. These abilities you came in with, they're like innate abilities that you are going back to. And you're walking away from certain things, taking your knowledge and building something greater. It's about not having regrets. It's about, what do I truly want to have achieved in my life? Your guides are with you and they're helping you. So ask for their help. You can, well, they say that your guides don't step in. They're not allowed to step in and help unless you ask for it. But you and you may not get answers straight away, but this is really talking about these guides being possibly people who've passed over or someone who's passed over who you have connection with, and it's like they're coming back into your life because really we're only fifth dimensional. We can't see a huge spectrum of light. There's things around us we're not aware of. So it is through the heart that we connect. But say it out loud. Say, Granddad, help me with this, or whoever it is. This is talking about friendships who are like family. And there could have been a friend who you haven't seen for a while coming back in. And there's been a bit of a backward step to do with that friendship, but that seems to reemerge. And also, but really, this is about an opportunity that comes in from the past because it is around these Pentacles cards. It's something to do with a work opportunity coming back in, like a lot of this reading is talking about. So this may just come in, or you may have to reapply, but it's definitely there. Self-love is the key, and not overthinking. The swords of thought, but so is the Five of Wands. And this is about your ability to push through challenges. And it's a call to action so that you can achieve this new beginning. The Sun is extremely positive. It's one of the most positive cards in the whole of tarot, and it's about these new beginnings. So you've got the Star and the Sun. Both of these cards are extremely positive. So if you push through these challenges, turn and face and be grateful for what you have, then you step onto this path of well, this is wisdom, your inner wisdom. And yes, you may be spending some time on your own, and you may not. Those of you who are alone, it's about embracing being on your own. It's not forever. The Star is here and here. They come up together so often, the Hermit and the Star. And it's about enjoying that time on your own, because there does seem to be this relationship coming in. For those of you who are on your own, it's about seeing things from a different perspective. And again, say, if you want love, my perfect love is in my life now. My perfect love is in my life now. And you may be surprised. This could be a move of home for some of you, or the opportunity that seems to be almost divine intervention. So something that, you may have been looking for a house, it may have been delayed, but they're reassuring you that this home is on your path, and that you'll manifest it by visualizing it and knowing that it's coming, and it comes in quite suddenly by the looks. So this is about you being your own authority on earth, listening, connecting to your higher self, not listening to what other people have told you or said, people who set themselves up as, having more knowledge than you. Don't fight wars that don't exist within yourself. Listen to your own heart. And that's to do with making decisions. There is a lot of love coming up here. So that's always a good thing. This is unconditional love. It's having people around you who really appreciate you and love you no matter what, will always love you. Someone may actually declare that they love you. I don't know. There does seem to be a couple of different situations here, but it does look like some sort of declaration of love. And you are, again, you're meant to be going outside. You're meant to be spending time in nature. Even if you say, if someone said to me the other day they don't like nature, which that's because they have hay fever, but there's probably ways of overcoming that, but there's this great need to connect to the earth and to connect to nature here. So the most important thing that's coming up here really is that it's time now to choose your passion, to choose what you really love to do with career. And this could be something that you create, because the Empress is about creativity. So we'll have a look here at what it is that you're meant to be doing to do with your knowledge from past lives, because that's an emotional lesson for you, to trust in what you have. Some people are just here to help the planet or help people just by their presence. But this is talking specifically, this reading is talking specifically about this increase in your income and being paid for it. So I feel this is what they're talking about here. Well, this fits more with what we were talking about here. Questioning everything, anything unaligned must go. So yeah, really, what's unaligned is always thought. Yeah, we create our own reality. So any negativity, any self-doubt, or like I was saying down here, lack of self-confidence or self-esteem needs to go. And these are the Ask and It Is Given cards, which are Abraham Hicks. So let's just see what you're manifesting. The Two of Wands is the card of the earth is your oyster. What do you want to create? The world is your oyster. What do you want to create? I can gradually change my vibrational frequency. This is true. You, through various methods. I actually have a thing on my house called Focused Life Force Energy, FLFE, which it really, really is amazing, and it does help keep your home in a higher vibration. Everyone who comes here says it's so peaceful and it feels good. So many people say that. So this, the more detailed explanation of this card is, there is no thought that you cannot eventually have, just as there is no place that you cannot eventually reach from wherever you are. But you cannot instantly jump to a thought that has a vibrational frequency very different from the thoughts you're usually thinking. So it's a process, you know, and there's steps on the way, but you can actually do this quite quickly, I believe. These are the Dream Song Oracle cards, which are a new deck that's only been out in the last month or so. And so let's have a look at what they've got to tell us. Bear the truth. So this fits here with the lifting the veil, questioning everything, anything unaligned must go. It's bearing the truth. Beautiful. And because nature has come up here so strongly, well, I always look at these cards, but these are the Earth Song Oracle. Eagle. Wisdom, freedom, loyalty. Seek wisdom and balance, but don't sacrifice freedom. Well, that's been a bit of a message for this whole reading, really. It is about freedom. So, yes, you may even see an eagle. I did once in the middle of suburbia, off into the distance, and that was the first step to my freedom. When I look back on it, it was many years ago. So, and I've had that George Michael song, Freedom, in my head for the last few days, so that's funny. Beautiful cards, Taurus. It's time to really go for it. Lovely. Thank you so much for being here, and have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next week. God bless.